As a working mom, it's really tough to get home at the end of the day and put something together that's quick but nutritious and delicious. Today I'm making a quick pan-seared tilapia paired with my everyday salsa, a sassy grapefruit avocado salad, my daisy-fied spin on fluffy white rice, and a simple but fabulous 3-ingredient weeknight dessert. So the main event for tonight's weeknight dinner is a pan-seared tilapia with a simple all-purpose salsa. I'm going to start out with some beautiful, gorgeous tomatoes. Let's take 2 of those. And I'm going to core them. Just get all those seeds and the stuff out. And a nice rough chop like that. Salsa is a great way in my house for me to sneak in those 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables. So we have our tomatoes, and then I'm going to do my onion. I'm going to leave the root end on the onion until the very end because that actually keeps the onion fixed. Slice the onion across, slice it lengthwise, and just chop our onion. See, they fall in nice little pieces. See that? There we go. Okay. Now for the chiles, baby. The hotter for me, the better. So my Mac Daddy poison of choice is the habanero pepper. But if you are a little shy or a little more timid, you may want to use something like a jalapeno, which to me is baby food. We're talking color here. I have beautiful red tomatoes and the white of the onion. Let's do one of these pretty orange habaneros. Yes? Because we like the pretty. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hello, pepper police. I don't want to be in my haste later on, reaching up after I've chopped these peppers with my bare hands and rubbing my eyes, and then I'll be in real trouble. Nobody gets dinner tonight. I want all of the heat this pepper has to offer. And I'm going to make this a nice little tiny dice because I don't want big pieces going in the salsa. You can control the amount of heat in a pepper by scooping out those ribs and the seeds to take a little more heat out of whatever pepper it is that you're playing with. Okay, cilantro. There's very few things on earth that smell better than this. Maybe my daughter Angela. Stems are our friend when it comes to cilantro. They're very tender and really full of flavor. Oh my goodness, this cilantro is so fragrant. I love it. Where would I be if not for cilantro? Okay, now we have our cilantro. I have one more. We want to add the little citrus sparkle. Roll the lime a little bit just to loosen up the juice. Then I have this great little gadget. Okay, so the juice of one lime is going to do it. Okay, we're going to season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. You know what? I'm going to taste some of this. Oh my goodness. Hello. Wow. Okay, just to make it glisten, I'm going to give it a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to sit this in the refrigerator. Now we'll transform basic white rice into a garlicky emerald green rice. Wait till I teach you how to make perfect rice every single time. No more rice in a bag or instant stuff. 20 minutes, you're going to have perfect rice. Watch. I'm going to start this off in a Dutch oven, and I'm going to put it high heat and add, about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. So we're going to add long grain white rice, coat the white rice with the oil. Add a little salt for flavor, and don't be shy with your salt. Now I'm going to show you what to look for. Do you see how the kernels are starting to get chalky and white? That's your rice telling you. Agua, por favor. So I'm using a little bit of hot water. I don't want to wait all the time that it's going to take to bring this water up to the boil. It's going to start cooking the rice immediately. What is the secret to perfect rice each and every single time? 2 fingers of fluid over the level of the rice. You don't put your fingers in the water. I like to use a wooden spoon And shall we test that? It's just about 2 fingers. Wait for the level of the fluid to meet the level of the rice on high heat, okay? So now Guava Cheese Turnovers, this fabulous, simple dessert that uses 3 ingredients. That's it. Some frozen puff pastry, regular old cream cheese. And then I have guava paste. Now, guava is an interesting thing. It comes like this in a round can, or you can get it in logs wrapped in cellophane. It's good on a cracker. That's how good it is. I need to tell you a little bit about guava paste in case you're not familiar with it. It has really complicated flavors. The first thing you get is a hit of fig. That's followed by a little tangerine-y, orangey thing. And then right at the very end, it bursts in a beautiful floral note. It's like a party in your mouth. So good. So first, I'm going to cut little squares of our guava paste. In Latin America, guava paste and cheese is our version of peanut butter and jelly, our PB&J. The sweetness of the guava offset by the saltiness of the cheese in a little case of puff pastry. What could be bad? I can't wait to get going on these fantastic little turnovers. Okay, I'm watching that rice. You can see that the level of the fluid met the level of the rice. We're going to lower this to low. I'm going to stir the rice once. And in 20 minutes, this is going to be the best rice you ever had. Once my rice is cooked to perfection, I'll transform it into a garlicky emerald rice. The easiest dessert ever gets a fabulous glaze. Then, a delightfully refreshing weeknight salad, and later, my no-fail pan-seared tilapia.
What will bring a seasoned chef to tears? Shocking ingredients.
Chefs, open your baskets.
In a race against time.
You have 30 minutes.
To create a 3-course gourmet meal.
What am I gonna do?
Judgment is served after each course.
You will not move on to the next round.
4 new chefs compete each week.
No second thoughts, no turning back.
Only one is left standing.
Who makes the cut and who will be chopped?
All new episode Tuesday night at 10/9 Central on Food Network.
Eureka! Kraft Light Raspberry Vinaigrette is made with real raspberry juice and absolutely no artificial preservatives. We invite you to experience pure taste, pure craft.
Start California dreaming. You could be in beautiful Sonoma, living in the most luxurious HGTV dream home ever. Enter now for your chance to win a perfect home in the perfect destination, plus stylish furnishings and a new GMC Acadia. Brought to you by GMC Acadia, Lumber Liquidators, and these national sponsors. Dream big. Enter daily at hgtv.com. Sonoma and the HGTV Dream Home, the perfect pairing.
Huh? Whoa.
Coraline is the #1 family movie in America.
It was amazing.
Leonard Maltin raves, it's the best 3D movie I've ever seen.
It made you feel like you were in the movie.
So cool.
Slugzilla. Wow.
It's dazzling.
I loved it.
A visual marvel.
You probably think this world is a dream come true, but you're wrong.
A remarkable feat of imagination.
Coraline? You're not my mother.
From the director of The Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, rated PG, now playing.
Light will pour out of your eyes, down into a field of spice. The grass is green, the sky is blue. Oh, the sun bullies the moon, but I will make you see that you belong to me. Stick me to you. Nature needs no clue. Always be true.
Just potatoes, all natural oil, and a dash of salt.
The rice is still cooking, the salsa's in the fridge. Now we're going to finish these quick and easy, fabulous guava turnovers. We have our guava paste all set up. Now the cream cheese, just little slices like this. 2, 4, 6. We want 8 pieces to go with our guava paste. And 1 more. Okay. And we're just gonna put them together. 1 piece of guava per 1 slice of cream cheese. So, it's gonna look like that. Okay, so we're done with the cream cheese. Now I have this wonderful frozen, is this a lifesaver or not? This frozen puff pastry. You usually find puff pastry sold in 2 sheets like this. It's a great thing to keep in the freezer. I like to take it out the morning of. This way it's nice and defrosted by the time that I get home. I'm going to sugar my board. This is going to add an extra sweetness to the pastry and give it a little crunch as well. Let's roll this out just a little bit to encrust the puff pastry with the sugar. I'm going to use my pizza cutter to make 4 squares. Prick the bottom of this pastry so it doesn't puff up. I want the top to be puffy, but not the bottom. Okay? Everybody gets a present. And then I'm going to make a little egg wash. That's a fancy way of saying a beaten egg to seal the edges of the turnovers together. Okay? When I press with the fork and crimp them, they'll stay shut. And then pick up the corners and bring them over to meet. Okay, use a nice clean fork to crimp those edges. The ends don't meet, just stretch it. Dough is very friendly. We have these all crimped up, okay? And let's put these on our parchment-lined baking sheet. And then we're going to come back for the next 4. We'll just put the rest of these babies here. There we go. And you know what else we want to do with this? 2 little slashes so that the pastelillos, the little turnovers, can let off some steam. We're going to give this a little brush. The glaze is going to give a beautiful golden brown color. A nice richness. Rich pastelillos, I like that. Okay, so we're going to tuck these babies in at a 375 oven for 10 to 15 minutes until they're gorgeous golden brown. Now, I'm going to fix a wonderful, delicious, really sassy salad with grapefruit and avocado that works really well as a side to our tilapia. Grapefruit, top it and tail it. So we have this beautiful ruby red meat showing, and then just let the knife slide down. The acid of the grapefruit works so well with the butteriness of the avocado. I love the combination of those 2 flavors together. Take all of that white off because that is really bitter. We don't want that to end up in our salad. And then we're going to work really close to the segments and work over your bowl because you see that delicious grapefruit juice? I'm going to want to use that in my dressing. 2 avocado to the 3 grapefruit, and that's going to give me a nice salad. I'm going to squeeze the rest of the juice out of that. Now drain the juice because I'm going to want the juice for the dressing. Whoop. Okay. Let's get these out. And then we're going to cut our avocados. When you buy a Haas avocado, you want it to have just a little bit of give to the thumb. You don't want them really soft, or you definitely don't want them really hard. Set those on the cutting board and just follow the pit around. Hit it with your knife. Now you have your pit. Slice them right in the skin. And then just scoop it out with your spoon. Comes right out. Use avocados that are about the same size so that everything looks uniform in your salad. And there we go. 2 of those avocados, and I'm going to toss them with the grapefruit so that the citrus keeps them nice and bright. Okay, terrific. We have our grapefruit juice. I have a lime. This just gives the citrus another layer, another sparkle. A little bit of salt, and avocados love salt. They're really, really buttery, so you really have to season your dressing. Some fresh ground pepper, and a little whisk of olive oil. Okay. So we're going to finish off our salad with some beautiful, dry, briny black olives. This is going to add a really pretty briny note to this salad and a great contrast to the avocado. You could use Greek olives, Kalamata, Niçoise, whatever floats your boat. And that finishes our salad. Just a couple of ingredients, but boy, do they work well together. And let's taste, just in case. So our salad is finished. Next, I'll sear the tilapia and make a simple creamy glaze for my beautiful guava turnovers. Then, our perfect white rice, it goes green.
Your favorite network is now your new...
And a little whisk of olive oil. Okay. So we're going to finish off our salad with some beautiful, dry, briny black olives. This is going to add a really pretty briny note to this salad and a great contrast to the avocado. You could use Greek olives, Kalamata, Niçoise, whatever floats your boat. And that finishes our salad. Just a couple of ingredients, but boy, do they work well together. And let's taste, just in case. So our salad is finished. Next, I'll sear the tilapia and make a simple creamy glaze for my beautiful guava turnovers. Then, our perfect white rice, it goes green.
Your favorite network is now your new...
From Italy, with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento. Trust your family with our family.
Chase card has a unique built-in fraud monitoring system. So online or off, you're protected. Protection matters. Chase what matters.
Let's go out back tonight.
Satisfy your crave with classic favourites like a thick, juicy Outback Special sirloin or tender flame-grilled chicken.
Let's go out back.
Just two of our classic favourites for less than $13.95.
Owning a B&B is not a desk job.
But for me, it's the best job. It actually takes a lot of energy.
We have responsibilities here, but we don't have...
Time Warner Cable. With digital phone, they get reliable home phone service with unlimited calling. Plus, popular calling features included at no extra cost. And getting this value for your home phone is easy. All you have to do is read between the lines. Get your first year of home phone for just $29.95 a month. Order online for free installation. Time Warner Cable. The power of you.
The salad is finished. The rice is cooking away. Wow, look how absolutely gorgeous these came out. Beautiful. I am psyched about this. Okay, we're gonna let them cool and we'll make a very, very simple, fast glaze. Some confectioner's sugar, 10x sugar. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. Stir it until it's nice and satiny and there's no relationship. Did not work out. But I invited him over to Abuela's house. She made him roast chicken, stuffed peppers, pork chops. That boy proposed in a week. Let's dredge our fish. I have a pan with a rack here that we can lay our floured fish on so it doesn't get mushy. We want that flour to fry up nice and crisp. We're going to pat that right into the flour, make sure that it's well coated, and then just pat off the excess and lay it on your rack. Okay, just shake off the excess. We'll leave those in a second. We'll put this over here. And I'm going to give my hands another little wash. It's ready for my fish. And there you go. You see how pretty that's foaming? So, tilapia, You can see when I put the fish in, I place the fish away from me. If there's any splash of oil, it's away from me and not towards me. While my tilapia finishes cooking, I'll transform my perfect white rice into perfectly delicious emerald rice.
This President's Day is dedicated to the best of Ace of Cakes.
I love this town.
From the extreme designs to the amazing masterpieces.
That thing was sick.
It's all of your favorite episodes. Yeah! Ace of Cakes Marathon, Monday morning starting at 11:10 Central on Food Network.
Oh, guess who it is? It's your butt. Hey, butt. Oh, okay, I'll tell him. Your butt says to get rid of that phone you're sitting.
It's clearly different.
Restore your body's natural rhythm with Miralax.
New Ronzoni Bistro.
Yeah, delicious pasta meals in 90 seconds.
Whoa. Will my other dream come true?
He's not the president!
Delicious pasta meals that are a dream come true. New Ronzoni Bistro.
When fire or water damage strikes your business, call the cleanup team that's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Every tilt of the head, every tail wag, our pups know how to speak to us. And with a hearty, real beef taste and mouth-watering aroma.
Spinach defrosted, and I'm gonna squeeze some of the excess water out of that spinach. Don't be shy, you can just work the water out of it. And we'll leave that there for a second. Remember we talked about frying in olive oil is no good, but a little saute in olive oil is just fine. Slice some of this garlic. This is good enough for every day, but special enough for company, believe me. All right, that's 2½ cloves. Put it in the olive oil, where we're gonna saute our spinach, which we're gonna add to our rice. And I think that's about time for the fish. And I'm gonna let it drain on these paper towels. So I don't want that grease sitting on my plate when I plate the fish. Look how pretty and crispy those edges look. Okay, and I have my garlic going. Let's take a... All that's left is my very hungry family.
Right.
Salsa has a little kick to it, so I'm gonna ask you to be careful, okay?
Thanks for the warning.
This is for Angie.
Looks delicious.
Jerry, if you could serve her a little bit of rice.
Oh my God.
This might be my favorite salad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the rice is amazing.
More?
Yes, please.
Oh, how did I know?
We'll save room for the guava turnovers, okay, you guys? I just like to break these open just like this.
The pastry's perfect.
Huh?
They look great and they taste great. It's amazing.
Yeah? Great dinner.
Buen provecho.
Buen provecho.
Pull up a stool because today I'm making a cozy meal straight from a casual Italian cafe, and it'll be on the table in under 30 minutes. Here's my simple Italian take on a soup and Sammy meal. It's a mini meatball minestre and Italian grilled cheese for dunking. Now, the mini meatball minestre is actually a combination of two of my favorite soups. Minestre, which is beans and greens, you know, escarole and white beans, and mini meatball soup, otherwise known as wedding soup. I just took those two ideas and put them together in one pot. I'm gonna start by preheating a nice big soup pot with a little EVOO on the bottom. So that's nice and hot and ready for our pancetta. And I'm also gonna preheat a griddle to make my grilled cheese on. I'm gonna put that on medium-low. Don't get your griddle too hot or the bread will brown too far before the cheese gets a chance to melt. out of the refrigerator. Oh, I didn't turn the soup pot on, just put the EVOO in it. Cooking works better with heat, I find. Out of the fridge, I'm gonna grab my pancetta. You need about 1/4 pound. And I'm gonna grab my escarole for my minestrone. Let's see, I need a bowl to put my greens in as I chop them, and some onions and garlic to get our soup going. Now, we always called it minestrone in my family, but the word actually ends in R-A, minestra. I don't know why we don't say the whole word, whatever. But it's basically just escarole and white beans, and we always start our soup with some pancetta. Pancetta is rolled cured meat. It's similar to bacon, but it's not smoked. And I find it's a little leaner, and it's rolled with cracked black peppercorn, so it's got a really yummy flavor to it. Adds a sweetness and a saltiness at the same time in the background of the soup. And I gotta tell you, mini meatball soup, everybody loves it, but especially the little kids. Anything with a little meatball in it, you got them. So look at all of the escarole I've got here. What a great way to get your kids, to trick your kids into eating a whole big pot of greens. Put them little mini meatballs in there, and your mini meatball will gobble it up. We never had a problem in my family with picky eaters. I think because my grandpa lived with us when I was young, and we ate, you know, whatever he ate. So we ate like the Renzo boys, his friends, and like Grandpa, you know. So when I went to school, I wanted to know where the